Corn soup. Who doesn't love corn soup? I've got my pot starting to heat up. Add your butter and let it melt. You don't want it to burn, so you have to keep an eye on this. Medium heat, and then we'll add the onions. I'm going to add the onions and cook it just until they're translucent and soft. Keeping an eye on this so your butter doesn't burn. I've been cooking the onions for about 10 minutes. And they're not burnt or browned, but I did have to drop the heat down to medium-low. Add your chicken. Now I'm using leftover rotisserie chicken, but in the cookbook I listed 7 boneless, skinless chicken thighs that you chop. So you would just cook the chicken in the onions and butter until it cooked on the outside and cooked through. Okay, I'm using the rotisserie chicken, so I'm just going to heat this through to make it hot for a few minutes. Alright, this next step I'm going to add flour to keep my corn soup, or make my corn soup thick. You don't have to add the flour if you like yours a little on the thin side. Just sprinkle it in and stir it around. Next we're going to add the chicken stock. If you don't have chicken stock, you can use water, but I find chicken stock gives corn soup more flavor. And I also have discovered that warming up the chicken soup helps to get the soup going much better. Just pour your hot chicken stock in and give it a stir. At this point you can turn your heat back up to medium and keep stirring this until it thickens. Give it a couple of minutes. Okay, it's thickened up, it's starting to bubble. Add a can of cream of mushroom. Now you don't have to add the cream of mushroom, but it's a tasty secret my mother-in-law came up with. And as a kid, we rarely had cream of mushroom soup at my house. Other than Spam and corned beef, nothing else really came from a can. So when we'd visit my grandma, she would sometimes make cream of mushroom soup over rice. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Hence, I included cream of mushroom in this recipe. If you don't have it, if you don't like it, you don't have to put it in. And you can otherwise follow everything else. Fill that can with water and pour it in. I heated this water also in a measuring pitcher. And give it a stir. Okay. Then you add the salt and pepper. Give it a whirl. And heat this through. Add your corn and drain the corn if you like. I've never kept the corn water in here, but I'm sure it gives it a stronger corn flavor. Let that heat through a bit. And then add 2 cans of thick coconut milk. So once you add your coconut milk, Stir to combine. And you want to keep this hot without boiling your corn soup. Look at that, yummy, thick. All right, so I'm going to drop the heat. Medium low. Cover the pot and let this heat through for 10 minutes. And then we're done. You can always taste it, and if you want to add more salt or pepper, you can. It's 5 minutes through. Just be sure to check it so it doesn't boil. Give it a stir. That looks really good. 10 minutes are up. Give this a stir. And a quick taste, although I know it's yummy. Oh yeah, perfect, especially on a cold day. There you have it. Chamorro corn soup.